wonderful people, many at this time are asking themselves the same question. What exactly is Ascension? How can I have a better perspective about it? And how can I understand it from my individual life into, the outer, bigger picture that is going on globally. So today I'm going to explain this in depth so you have that understanding for what it takes, why it is being requested by the divine, because we are all here for the resurrection of the planet, humanity, consciousness, and lifting self back into the origin, because we are all star seeds, and star seeds are simple light particles. We are a light particle embodied in this carbonized body, and we turning that back into living light that requires a lot of purification processes and healing processes. So as many on a level started to meditate, the awakening process has been coming around, and now it's about, the activation process, everything in merging all the way back home. When people hear the way home, they know somehow it's a bridge back into where life is fun, is exuberant, is full of pleasure and beauty, where there's no no limitation, no hassle, where there's pure unity on every level. So, and we are bringing back these particular items on the planet. So Ascension goes through many stages, and it definitely requires, first of all, meditation. Secondly, a meditation in a light body would be great, because most of if not all, Ascension processes happen through light integration. So breathing through light in a light body, so it has a home where it can, anchor in. If you haven't installed a light body, you can do it at any time. So there's a lot of lines I'm offering here. But don't you worry. So from the moment you move yourself up into light and you start working with light, either way, deleting that old consciousness, deleting the old, even though we're tired of repeating the old, it seems to be, it really was a ticker tape on human brains, consciousness, embodiments, lifestyles, and so forth. So the big turnaround has come, and understanding Ascension comes actually from elevating vibrations, thus your energy matching the frequencies that are available on the planet, because the planet is already rising into the 7th dimension. Most people, so there's a lot of talk about dimensions, we have moved out of the lower 3rd, 4th, 5th dimensions over the past 10 years. And we have stationed in already the 6th dimension. And that is the most important plane. You can notice this when you look outside at night and you see the moon vibrations, or you look during the daytime at the sun. It has come closer to your embodiment, or to your vision, if you will. And that is, meaning the planet is rising in the cosmos into a higher degree. That is what it simply means, into a higher plateau, or a higher living light plane. There's many working now with integrating light are creating the bridge from 6 into 7D. And that is the hardest bridge to make, because it requires the purification of the inner organs, mentality, psychology, psyche, the delete button to soul consciousness, replacing it by spirit consciousness, and to all the degrees of what a light body offers. And there is a geometrical pattern being created for the new light body and the new tree of life. So there's no swimming around anymore in the old tree, because it doesn't live on the earth anymore. There's no swimming around with the frequencies of an old light body such as the Merkaba, because it keeps on spinning on the same wheel, and we are spinning and spinning into the next and the next and the next cycle, all wheels within wheels of light. And once you start activating a light body that has all 12 universes in it, or the 12 zodiac signs moving up in from as the astrological belt into astronomy, into the galactic core, into the universal self. So these are 4 stages. But the light body that is a cube of light that hosts the 12 universes, the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 colors within the zodiac sign, and your particular direct alignment to your source from your birth date on. So how can we understand that? In that light body, with which you can do just anything and create that bridge into 7D, in which you just manifest from one day into the other. Thus, that light body in that cube that is created, so no more 2 separate triangles creating a Merkaba. The new light body that is a cube, which makes sense, can spin like an octahedron, all through all dimensions, connecting directly to the angelic kingdoms, to the mastery kingdoms, to the omnibeyond, to the scientists of the divine, to the spiritual astronomers, and so forth, because they have the same light body. And so hosting all 12 universes in it, or 12 tribes, 12 colors, we need to work with them and integrate them. And there is a healing component within each of these ways, actually. So it starts off, of course, as always, as the origin comes from the crystalline embodiment that hosts Christ consciousness, and thus the word crystalline, coming from crystals. So those who know me see me wearing crystals many times, changing them many times as I integrate them in my embodiment, actually. Thus, the first is the white Christ embodiment. That is the healing and purification of the lungs, of the heart, of your immune system, and so forth. Next body comes blue Buddha embodiment, connected to the Pisces energy. So the first one, the white one, is connected to the water composition, and that is Scorpio. Scorpio runs through everything. Water runs through everything. We are a water embodiment, needing to purify through the waters to see the seas, the oceans, and many rivers and lakes on the planet need to merge with that body. And it's actually not difficult to do. We only need to get reacquainted to that knowledge and that education that was taken away from us. So that blue Buddha body was never touched. Only Christ consciousness, as we know in history. And moving that is a very important stage, because it offers peace, it offers faith, it offers trust, it offers tranquility. So there is a huge range of virtues within each of these 12 ways. So merging white and blue, or just breathing them through, becoming one with them, knowing where you can heal it out if you have opened your body and moved your chakra system into that pillar of light that reaches throughout all universes, all the way back into your direct connect to your source, which is the entire goal. And next, comes the yellow embodiment connected to your home. That is, as many remember, the great central sun that has been repaired because it was the first cause of creating the matrix here, breaking, the entrance and the full capacity of the great central sun. Now that it has been repaired, we can all ascend and we can claim our space back into Shambhala, the great central sun, our sunrise that we need because it's part of the entire system. Next embodiment comes to the lavender ray. Lavender ray is, many stages within the 7 dimension, instant manifestation, direct connect to your source, the magic of Merlin, the violet flame, all those virtues come in that, and particular healing connected to that as well. Next embodiments come, so we have white, blue, yellow, they follow up, lavender, they just follow up, so, and that these are also connected to a certain stage of Hebrew letters, and they follow up in the same arrangement. And thus we have the opening into the green bridge of light that are the emerald tablets, the modern day tablets, your own modern day tablet for creation, the bridge that rises beyond synthetic living of the matrix, that opens up pure knowledge, that opens up the higher levels of science, new education, the passion to be here, and so much more. Next comes the orange ray. The orange ray in a light body, that is your creator vibration, creating new things every day, not staying stuck on what you've been doing like 5 or 10 years or even a year ago. You create, recreate, reinvent, and you get that instruction, you get these inspirations, these aspirations, and thus it's also connected, of course, to the living light gardens. Living light gardens, or the Garden of Eden, are your creational seeds that you plant and that flourish, and with which you create new business on the planet, new interests and so forth. So that is the creator ray opening up into the pink ray. The pink ray comes next, which is opening up to the transition of emotion into the living light senses, and replacing emotions is very important on the planet, as many struggle most with the emotional content, and and lowering the vibrations through lower emotions such as fear, panic, anything stuck in the body that creates malfunctioning, creates stress, creates diseases. That is all being in or eliminated through the transition into the body that is a pink ray body of self-enlightenment, self-empowerment, self-realization, moving all the way up here in, that warrior, that fire engine that comes through Mars, the red way, opening up into the higher capacity in the galactic core, that is Cassiopeia, and universally would be the red dragon. So each embodiment has those levels, and that is pure strength, that is knowing what to do, that is opening, that's going straight, opening the waters and swimming straight through whatever you want to reach and manifesting it immediately. That is that power. And we need to have moved to the former bodies in order to reach that embodiment and truly integrate that, work with the red way on the many levels. Next to that comes the dark purple embodiment that is connected to the authentic word, the word of power, self-empowerment. And that has been lost for a long, long time. It is connected with the elements, like you can start to command the elements, like walking on water, commanding the skies to open up. You know, that requires, of course, as we can understand to some level, a huge level of purification, not digging into any emotional body anymore. Thus, we can open these skills and capacities to work with the living light organism of this earth, and thus working in co-partnership with all the elements in order to restore the planet, because that is the entire goal. The planet ascends and we need to ascend with it and assist both ways. So when we partner up with planet Light Earth, termed right now, then we get the communication through, we remove the old matrix, and we station those bodies all of the time in the living light crystalline grids that are planted globally everywhere during the past 25 years. So nobody has actually any complaints. So if you work in meditation in the crystalline grids and you load more and more specific grids connected to your interest, connected to your skills, connected to what you would like to do on the planet, connected to your particular ascension process, then there's no longer any complaint, because you will heal out any mental debris, psychological debris, emotional, attachment, and move right into the higher senses, opening up in the command station of the elements with the dark purple or violet ray. Next to that comes the power of granite, the tiger's eye embodiment that works very well on the detail, on strength, on encouragement, connected to Capricorn energies. You know, Capricorn, they go, 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 work, 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 know the detail, but they can have a lot of fun because they open the eye, the tiger's eye crystal connected to it. And that gives huge power if you can hold on to that strength level. And beyond that opens the black omni unlimited universe that has all its potential, because we are right in the black universe right now, opening the next, the 12th stage, that is the golden age, and we're making the bridge from black into gold. So the white ray that was killed in Christ consciousness has been repaired. So black, white, and gold, that is the Holy Trinity, coming back together in this age, and reason why they invented the pandemic and everything, I don't know, whatever they invent there, I'm no longer part of it. We choose to move straight away beyond that and work with the energies in that particular light body that is a cube, and from there on we move into the next level. So it's always about lifting the breathing system from the breath of source in to the eternal breath, to the eternal healer, into the immortal self, and into the lighter, higher altitude breath, and up and up and up, opening one eye after the other. And so things start to flicker, you start to see from the inside out, and that is where life is making your bridge with the earth. So ascension also means that you upgrade these bodies all of the time. So once that particular foundation I have been explaining has been laid in a crystalline grid, which I offer to self-mastery and alchemy, because we are living the age of ascension in alchemy and new light codes in a new light body, a new tree of life. So nothing of the old will ever get you anywhere. And that's a good thing, because we don't have to tap into that old information anymore. That's going to evaporate anyways. So when you have that foundation, you will know what to do in meditation. You work with those. You breathe them through. If you have stuck patterns anywhere, you can eliminate them quite instantly, and that is instant manifestation through healing. I perform that all of the time in my sessions, and people are surprised how quick that manifests. Actually, that is because I'm 24/7 aligned within the supreme light, eternal crystalline grids, and you only need to call it forth. You need to open up the channels through your toes, your feet, your hands, all the channels up here, and let go of the chakra system that keeps you in captivity. It is reason why people keep on recycling and never getting out of that old. It simply requires you to set self in a crystalline grid, allow it, breathe it through, work with it in your morning meditation and night meditation, and get yourself some structure, and then you will see life can transform quite quickly, because this year and next year we are with that particular body moves in the celestial body, in the universal body, and then we move quite directly back into the house of light that is grounding right now. And that is actually the transition that we can do with that particular ascension process in the modern day light body, is that we transform in each meditational alignment, the last 5 or 10 minutes, we give attention to the transformation of the cells into light particles, and particles become light waves. And these light waves, they move through and they offer automatic healing, because when you raise your vibration and frequencies, what happens as well in Ascension is that you move with the axis of the earth. So the earth is continuously rotating, creating an axis into a higher position in the universe. So right now moving between the 7th and the 12th dimensions, opening up all these 12 embodiments. And reason why people feel things changing quite quickly. And if you're aligned in meditation and breathing through these energies in purity, you will feel you will have no such thing as termed Ascension symptoms. You will have joy, fun, instant manifestation, and also just a nudge in refinement all of the time. So the nutritional intake will refine every week, every month. You will feel that you will start rejecting more and more foods. You will start attracting, better nutrition. Many of those are smoothies and just, juices. And drinking loads of water, as we are all a water body, we can, become crystal clear, opening the eyes to the next level, into the Omni Eye. And at times we see crystal clear, and at times, we keep on clearing that in from the 3rd into the 4th, 5th, 6th eye, and so forth. So, and then life becomes interesting, because you slowly but surely tap in your authentic embodiment, and thus with the lift into these frequencies, into, from a foundation into an celestial universal body, you feel that with the equipment offered or technology that move through the crystalline grid, you can, ask to co-partner, ask for things to manifest, ask, for your next level, ask for, divine intervention in those and those things. And it's actually the crystalline grids that will start performing with you, and make that request a manifest thing for you in your life. And thus you will find as well that the living light sources and forces, the elements, start to talk directly through you, because the hearing process gets refined all of the time, the vision gets refined, your channel gets refined. And the more that refines, that is actually lifting vibration, lifting consciousness into the next level of divine consciousness, that is the complete elimination of the mind, so you become pure brain capacity. And brain capacity becomes crystal clear. You become a crystalline grid embodiment, and you start to flow with it when you start to transition back into light particles and light particle waves. And that is interchanging the entire anatomy. And when you change the entire anatomy, the entire universe works with you. You direct connect to your source, as we established. And thus your meditation becomes so interesting, because you become that, and you become that, and you breathe these frequencies and healing essences through like 24/7, because you feel that is moving through your embodiment, and your body starts to move like this, or I feel that all of the time. And it's quite fun, because you will know you are in perfect alignment with the divine. And thus, that is what is coming to the planet, and more and more people moving into the ascension process and willing to set in a light foundation through self-mastery and alchemy. They can do that quite quickly. Like, you will have in 3 months' time, you won't be the same anymore. You're completely transitioned into the higher realms, because the lower fields, they start to crumble more and more and more. And people know they need to change things in their lives, because things are collapsing. So, and when setting self in direct connect with your source in a meditational space at the home, and allowing the next level of vibrational upgrade, meaning you upgrade throughout the cosmos with the planet, and will be granted, green light go to stay here for a long time. So the reincarnation process is over and done. Those that are going right now or in the incoming years will never come back. So that has stopped. But in a light body, and reason why it is so important to transform the cells back into light particles, as we are a light star or a light particle, a star seed, then it starts to make sense that we can stay here for the entire transition process to restore the planet, restore the elements, restore ecology, restore the painful experiences of the animal kingdoms. And the more we refine an embodiment, the more, we will start living on liquid nutrition. So that's the whole process, but that, shouldn't bring any fear or anything, because it's something that is automatic. You will feel that you will start eating less, and at times it's a little bit more, and then it's less. And, it's just a matter of listening to your body, to your consciousness. And that is where life starts to become fun, because you rise in unity in the unified fields with a unified embodiment where all the masters, angelic kingdoms reside. And thus people have a choice to move into the ascension process through your meditational alignments and be part of that process, or remain in the old collapsing matrix, because that demarcation line has been set. So as long as you do your best, you raise your vibration, you work with at least these 12 ways, and beyond that come the 10 higher ways into the equation. And they are very, very important. So if we have that cube of light with all these 12 ways, beyond that, we have the silver way of business, of success, and the burgundy that is connected to spiritual royalty, that is opening up, envelopes of education, bringing that back in, and there is, yeah, so much beauty in it, and there's the higher crystals come in there, like the amethyst, like the smoky quartz, like the pearlescent rays, and the aquamarine is one of the most important ways because it's the origin of the earth that needs the highest level of repair through the oceans, bringing back the aquamarine frequency in there. So because the animals start dying too much, lack of nutrition and lack of oxygen and everything, that polluted the water body of the earth. It's a shame, really. Reason why most of the designs I'm getting are aquamarine, such as these. And so light body opens up light codes termed light designs, and they're all connected to certain patterns, and such as you can see right here. And these patterns, when working with just one design that I channel, then that is modern day ascension. People are just fishing too much for, a dodecahedron, a triangle, a cube, it is that. When it comes in your vision, that is when you apply it, and you apply it with one of these codes I have here, or your own code. And that is what I love teaching, getting your own codes in, getting fun with the design, because essentially your own light codes are working with these codes, then you become it and you purify, you heal out very, very quickly. And that is, when you bring through the beauty of the divine, because they are manifest creations through a light particle. So I am transitioning to light particles, and with the transition into light particles, I open up into the higher light realms. Like in each dimension, we have also a certain degree of, let's say, light realms. So, for example, a 7th dimension can host a light realm from degree 1 to 10. So it's like a flat, a block of many condos, and you go to the next and the next and the next. So there is a lot to learn. So but with each step done with ease and grace, and with some integration daily, you can move so fast. And it's really fun when you start to see through your ascension process, and especially working with designs you get, or eventually what I offer. All of that is in the description box if you're interested, because that is giving you the fast movement into self-mastery, self-empowerment that comes from the great central sun. And especially right now, as so many things are grounding, and the lighthouse term Shambhala is grounding, so your deep connection into that space, opening up your living light design, such as the deepest of frequencies I got here. That is the yellow seashell, creating a vortex through the sea, opening up that shell into the higher hearing, right into the place of the great central sun. That is one design I got so crystal clear, and it works, on multiple levels within a human body. It's a matter of reconnecting as well to the South Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Antarctic, but one at a time, not all at once, choosing one, getting the consciousness, the education from that ocean in, and assisting the ocean to purify and to heal out. So there's a lot we can do. Once we move in light body, we hear how we could assist humanity on the planet, opening up projects for the clearing of the oceans, for the assistance of tortured animals, held in captivity, and so much more. Children that need a lot of assistance, youth, mental illnesses. All of these things would not exist if people would stand in their power, claiming their power, which can only be done in a light body actually. And when you claim that in and you stand your power, you can start educating, finding projects that can go to schools, universities worldwide, and knowing how to do it, what to bring through in order to elevate consciousness, because essentially that is moving in a unified field with many co-partners. And when we co-partner, then we have actually everything going quite quickly, because we can not do it alone. So thank you so much for being with me. I'm Charlotte Chi. I'm a channel, I'm a spiritual scientist, I'm an educator, teacher, and author, and I love to create and bring to the highest level of new living light technologies from the divine. Thank you so much for being with me.